So I was doing an online course on neuropsychology. I'm actually still doing it. It's quite a long process because it gives me enough time to finish it whenever I want to, so there's no deadline. And the things that I've learned so far has really helped me not to judge myself and to stop judging my brain. That is its main purpose, is to help me survive, and it's based on patterns. And the most amazing thing I learned is that, like, your brain is not fixed. Because of neuroplasticity, you are able to change your brain through repeated thoughts and actions that can change the way that your brain actually looks at different situations and even the same situations, but look at it from a different perspective. Like our neural pathways, they strengthen with repetitions. Look on, like, say, for example, on the TV and the news, there's always like some sort of the same repetitions going on because they know that is how you get deep into the subconscious mind. And when that stuff gets into your subconscious mind or your unconscious mind as well, you are constantly repeating that stuff in the back of your head without even realizing it, and it's constantly playing on the loop. When you are conditioned in that way, it can become very easy to be controlled. And that's why it's so important to have that control over your own brain. So you choose the thoughts that you think. You don't allow other people or establishments or anything else in this world to be able to control your mind, because it is yours and you have that control over it. And it's so easy for our minds to be corrupted and to be stolen. That's how you become numb to reality and to your own life. And you kind of just follow a set rhythm that everybody else follows. And you kind of forget your own self and you forget what you truly wanted from life, because becoming aware of your mental patterns is like the first step to overcoming them and to changing them. Like, for example, subconscious beliefs can really sabotage your goals in life. And a lot of people have those common beliefs like, I don't deserve this, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, things like that constantly repeat over and over in your head. And that could be from, obviously, whilst you were a child, you might have been told those things by your parents or the people around you. It's been repeated to you so much, you start to identify with those words and those sentences and the way that people see you and how you view yourself, because of the fact that that is how people projected their own insecurities onto you as a child or even as an adult. And it still happens. It's constantly happening all around us, and you just have to become aware of it. When people have those little, like, comments that you feel like, oh, that didn't feel right, like that felt a bit off, something wasn't right about that. And it's just basically them expressing how they actually feel about themselves within, because they don't feel good enough in certain situations, or they don't feel good enough themselves to, say, take that job opportunity or to be with that kind of person. Because a lot of the time people don't even realize they're doing it. They really don't realize that they are projecting their own insecurities onto others, because it's just been so instilled with them from generation to generation. One way that I really built up my self-esteem and just self-love in general is through repetition of positive affirmations. And there are so many on YouTube that you can play on repeat, and they just say the same kind of words over and over again. And that has completely changed the way that I feel about myself and the way that I look at myself. Because once you build that confidence within, it's like it can't help but shine through you and to others. And I feel like once you have it, like, truly authentically have that self-confidence, other people around you become more confident too, because you become kind of like a guiding light for them. And not to say that you are holier than them or that you are better than them, but it's literally about just raising the vibration of the world one step at a time. And I feel like a positive person has a bigger effect on people than someone who is negative. And the vibration raises of those people, and that's how it works. And then you kind of pass it down to other people around you. That stranger goes to pass it on to them. Like, it's very simple, and I feel like that is how we have to go about this world. You just have to work on yourself. Don't expect other people to be a certain way, but you have to work on yourself, and don't reflect or deflect or whatever other people's behaviors. Be your own person. Your brain needs repetition and emotional charge to actually instill those new beliefs. And I feel like whenever I listen to, like, rampages or, like, repetitions, I try to feel those emotions of how I would feel if I was that person, or if I had a certain thing, because feeling is the secret, and that's what Neville Goddard said. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I always kind of remember in my head, and it's like you just have to feel like emotions are so powerful, and you can change your life through emotions. Because if you think about it, one decision from anger can completely transform your life, because in anger, a lot of bad things can happen. But if you control that and actually transmute it into something better, you can use that anger to make something better as well and make a better decision too. And acting as if you are already that what you want is the best way to get there. It's like that saying, fake it till you make it. For example, if a situation comes up and you to yourself, what should I do? You have to think from the perspective of the person that you want to be. So how would that person that you want to be react to that situation? And you just go from there and it becomes natural. And then you become that person that you always wanted to be. Learning to manage your stress is probably the best way that you can actually achieve the desires and the goals in your life that you want to, because stress can shut down the prefrontal cortex and shuts down creativity in your life as well. I've been on this massive trip basically of calming down my nervous system. Like I'm always felt like I've always lived in a fight or flight mode, and that's mainly from growing up in situations that needed the fight or flight mode basically, and it kind of got ingrained into my soul and into my psyche. And it's one of those things that it's hard to get rid of, because I feel like it's always going to be there, because I feel like it is ingrained in us technically. But when you're like sitting at home, you're on a sofa and doing nothing, there's no threat around you, your heart rate shouldn't be like boom 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 boom. And sometimes I'll get that and it's like, why am I feeling like this right now? Like, why I feel like I'm having a panic attack or something like that, even though nothing is happening. And that's just your nervous system saying that something ain't right. And you need to manage it through obviously deep breathing. Deep breathing is one of the best ways. Like I usually do deep belly breaths. So like when I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, I'll breathe in for 4 seconds and then breathe out for 4 seconds, and then repeat that a few times until I've kind of calmed down and my breath has calmed down, because it can happen at any time to anybody at any moment. And to be able to control that and to be able to calm yourself down is the best way to manage that stress levels, and to let yourself and your body know that you're safe. Even like through my videos, as you see my slow living diaries and stuff like that, you see how I live my life. And living my life like this has honestly and truly helped me become such a grounded person and becoming one with myself. I feel like I am the person that I want to be now, and I just want to get better and better and better. And I know that I'm going in the right direction because I keep making the right decisions for me, and my nervous system just, it feels it and I can feel it as well. And it just feels great, because I feel like I never thought I could do this by myself, and I did, because I wanted to show myself that I can do it and that I can make it happen, and that it's possible. Like I don't always have to feel like somebody's about to attack me or something like that. And it's just wonderful. It's great. It's just becoming my own safe space has been honestly the most amazing thing for me in my life that I've achieved now. Like especially in my 20s, like when people ask you like, oh, what have you achieved? Like for me, that's one of my biggest achievements for me in my 20s, because I don't even care if it's nothing that I have to show for other people. I have it to show for myself because I feel good about it, and that's all that matters. And obviously you're gonna feel initial discomfort when it comes to this stuff, and I did as well. It was a bit awkward at first, but once I kind of inserted it into my routine and made it part of my routine, it just became kind of part of me. And now when I think of myself, I have a lot of positive thoughts going through my head about me. And because I've had that repetition, I have those repetitive sentences, those repetitive words that are positive affirmations for myself. So when I'm starting to feel a bit overwhelmed, or I'm not good enough, or like I'm not safe, I always remind myself like I am safe, I am protected, I am loved, I am cherished, stuff like this. And I instantly kind of feel a whole weight lifted off my shoulders, and it kind of gets proven to me in the 3D world too, because I kind of change my energy through those thoughts, which allows other people to come into my life and to show up in my life in a different way as well, because I have shown up for me. And that's where it starts with yourself. It just starts from you. So I thank you guys for sitting through that, because I think it's a very important topic to talk about. I'm very, very passionate about it. I'm just very passionate about mindfulness and self-care, self-love, and developing your mental strength too, because I I feel like in the past I had really allowed my emotions to control me, but I realized that I can control them. And I hope it's somewhat helpful. I don't know, I'm just, you know, a girl in her 20s trying to figure it out too. And it's just nice to share this stuff with people that can also relate and hopefully get something from this as well. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Excuse me if the line's a bit odd, but it's like really, look outside. It's so blue, but it's like it's 3 4 o'clock or something like that. But yeah, I've got some lights in the back. It's all cute and nice. So I thank you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, and have a lovely Christmas and a happy new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.